No apologies. That's what this podcast is all about today.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
I actually visited a bookstore today, Barnes & Noble. And it's my goal to have my book in Barnes & Noble one of these days. And one of these days is happening pretty quick. So it's my goal to have that. I actually do want to have a national bestseller out there, and I want it to be all about the No Comfort Zone and reality check and how it's helped me and how it's helped many. One thing I'm not going to do is apologize, though. Yesterday, if you've heard me on the podcast, I kind of went off on a tangent in regards to somebody that I was working with who was basically being the victim and only wanted to focus basically on the problem. And that's everybody. Everybody does that. And I had made a mention, if you haven't heard it, go back to yesterday. 10% is what the problem is, 90% is the solution. The No Comfort Zone Mindset, the blueprint, the NoComfortZone.com. Get on my calendar. I'll send you the blueprint. We'll talk about a solution-based, driven, success, goal-driven plan, for you to conquer the world. And that's my job is to help you through that. That's really what it is. You got problems in your life. You have adversity. The good news is that adversity is going to leave you some clues specifically for you. We'll pull that information out. I'm good at that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use that as the actual opportunities, gemstones, golden nuggets, as Kevin Hart would say, to help you get from point A to point B, whatever is your point B. So when I'm saying this, I'm not going to apologize because, I got some retaliatory comments about that. And that's okay. Listen, I'm not going to make everybody happy here. And I'm not apologizing to say that, I'm sorry if I was insensitive to your feelings. I truly am. I am not sorry. I'm not sorry because your feelings and emotions have really nothing to do with the solution. How harsh is that? Here we go again. Your feelings and your emotions really got you into the problem in the first place. You're looking to feel better, so you do something. And that's okay. What does Tony Robbins say? You're either doing something to avoid pain or go towards pleasure, feelings and emotions. But I'm talking about analytical facts. Analytical facts. Quantify things. I'm that guy. Like spiritual healing and stuff, it's great. My spiritual healing is a lot better when I exhaust myself on the gym mat and I'm done exercising and I'm done for the day. I feel phenomenal about myself. I look forward to the soreness. I look forward to the type of meal I can have afterwards. And I very much look forward to another workout later because I'm healthy enough to do that. I thank God for that because there was a time in my life couldn't walk, couldn't talk. That was not my reality. I couldn't do it. So I look back and I'm saying to myself, you know what? If this is too abrasive, listen, I've been trying to make everybody happy for a long time. It just doesn't work. You can't make everybody happy. But if you're solution driven and if you're looking for something, you got all these different people out there, all these. And I don't want to say this derogatorily because I don't mean it this way. I don't even know if this is the right format to say it, but there's a lot of people in this space. I was going to say gurus, but I don't mean gurus. There's a lot of people in this space that are in adversity, have dealt with adversity, and have gotten through adversity. Me being one of them. I don't think I'll ever have to go through the adversity that I went through before because I understand the landmines that I had out there for myself, and I don't go for immediate gratification all the time. I'm living my life. I do the best that I can, but I'll share this with you. I'm not going to apologize for coming down on somebody for basically wasting time. Instead of living in the solution, they're living in the problem over and over and over and over again. Is that how it works? I want to ask you a question. You're going through, let's say here's a situation. You're going through a relationship and the other person says, I'm out. What happens? You yell at that person, you argue with them, you call them names, then you come back crying, you compulsively text them, you call them, what can I do differently? I'll work it out, because now you're in a big pile of shit. Now you're done. All right? Then that person decides to take you back. Then you realize that that behavior that you did actually worked. You don't fix you, then you go back to the relationship, and then it happens all over again. That was me. That 100% was me. I'm never going to do that again. I'm not going to be the compulsive, needy guy texting and calling, trying to figure out what can I do differently. No. It doesn't work that way anymore. I've worked on myself consistently for the past 3 years. When I say consistently, I mean definitely. Before that, a little bit here, a little bit there. I was like in the every other personal growth and development, like everybody else is. On the days that I need it, I do it. On the days I don't, I don't. And next to know it, I needed some more, so I go back and do it. But there's something with being consistent in your personal growth and development. I am obsessed with writing down my goals now. It's part of my routine. I'm obsessed with identifying comfort zones. It's part of my routine. If I notice myself getting a little bit too comfortable, thermostat kicks in, I got to do something different. I don't ever want to go back to feeling of mediocrity. Is this all there is? I want to live life. I want to feel the breath of the cold air on my lungs. I want to feel, as you two would say, the sunlight on my face. I want to live. And for a while, I didn't want to. So if that bothers you when you listen to this podcast, or if you're in that situation, that's okay. Go back to your job, go back to your spouse, go back to your apartment, go back to sitting on the couch. Go back to that. Listen to this for entertainment value if that's what you get out of it. But I'm not going to apologize to you and say that, you know what, you're right. Maybe it was a little too harsh and stuff. It's a reality check for a reason. You get in the ring with Mike Tyson. What does he say? Everyone's got a plan until they get hit. Man, that was my whole life. I could talk a big game. Just because I read every one of Tony Robbins' books does not mean I know what the hell I'm doing in my life. Just because I have over 200 books on personal growth, another 300 books on personal finance, doesn't mean that I'm financially independent, and it doesn't mean that I have soul peace of mind and everything else. I'm still trying to figure it out, just like you. And why do I have to read so much and do so much? Because I'm not that smart, but I'm trying to master it. I don't have it all figured out, and I don't think Tony Robbins does either. I think the guy's I think he's far more advanced than anybody else. I think a guy like, I've been talking about him a lot, Frank J. Lopes, 7-Minute Setup. I think he's got it figured out. I think from point A to point B, if I'm trying to get to point B and I can tell a guy like him that I'm at point A, what does that mean? Dan, you're contradicting yourself. I'm not contradicting myself. What I'm saying this, when it comes to being emotionally in a place where people think you're screwed up, where you don't feel like you fit in, you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, I know without a doubt how to get past that, how to go from point A to having self-confidence, to having certainty. One of the retaliatory comments that provoked, from this whole thing going on right now behind the scenes, and I'm being vague for a reason. One of the people that jumped in this conversation was, they don't know me 15 years ago, but some people do. And some people who listen to this podcast know for certain that I have certainty in my life now. And that's all I want. I know this. I know if you're in a bad spot and if you try to do something stupid, hurt yourself, hurt others, try to drink yourself to oblivion, try to do drugs, drastic changes in your life when it comes to your job and your relationships and stuff, that's not smart. That's not the smartest thing to do. It's time to get the mindset right. Time to evaluate exactly where you're at. Talk about it. There's some of these calls that I get on a weekly basis. How do you... This is a crazy podcast today. Why do I have somebody call me at 4:30 in the morning? Because that's when the day starts. Oh, Dana, you one of those guys? No. As a matter of fact, today I slept until 8 o'clock because I could. I didn't have to. It's my day off. I slept until 8. Why is that? Because I'm tired. You figure this out, how this goes. It's like you roll with it. Well, how do you know what to do? How do you know what to do? And maybe I can calm down a little bit. No, I'm not going to calm down. I'm not going to calm down because one thing. Life is certain. Mike Tyson's in the ring. That's life. Mike Tyson's coming at me. If I don't do something, he's going to kill me. So I better do something. And what I'm doing for me is I'm talking on this podcast, trying to help people. Brendan Bouchard says this: high-performing habits. If you want to become a master at something, start teaching others. That's what I do in this podcast. I'm not perfect. I'm not great. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I've got this blueprint that helped me out of hell, helped me out of mediocrity, helped me with my relationship, helped me lose weight, helped me identify personal growth, personal development, helped me create better opportunities for myself by looking at adversity because I studied myself. Pretty intrusive, pretty intensive, pretty transparent. So listen, at the other end of this, the listener, the podcast, what I want you to know is this: I care about you deeply. I understand that life's not easy. I understand that it's good that life's not easy. It absolutely proves. How bad do you want it? It proves that theory. Hey man, if this was easy, everyone could do it. Truth be told, I'm ready for the next step, which means I'm ready for more challenges. Are you? Don't sit there crying about what happened in the past. You can't change it. You can man up and change the future. Don't be compulsive. Stop texting her or him every 24 minutes trying to figure things out. It's over. Move on. Become the better person of yourself. Reach deep. Become self-confident. Motion creates emotion. Start moving for a while and don't talk about it with everybody. For 30 days, go somewhere. Move. Have discipline. Go into a no comfort zone. Then when you come out, people are going to be like, what happened to you? You're so different. You do it for 60 days, you're unrecognizable. You'll be able to change your playground and change your playmates. Everything will change. Some people are having a hard time in life right now because of shortages this and mask this and uncertainty that, and the world's a crazy place, and it always will be. But there's great opportunities all around us when you start asking for it, when you start looking for it. There's some people that are actually having massive success right now. There are some people that actually don't know adversity at this moment. But I can assure you it's coming. I'm not a doom and gloom guy. I just know for you personally out there that adversity is going to come. And what you're doing, you're going to be working at it every single day. So when it comes, you can find the golden nugget in the adversity that's going to help you get to the next level. Because that's what adversity is to me now. How do I get to the next level? Give me some adversity, let me learn from it, let me grow. And that is the comfort zone. I'm still not going to apologize. This is a reality check. Life's pretty tough. It ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's not a matter how hard you can get hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's what winning is. That's from Rocky Balboa. I love that. I absolutely love that with all my heart. It changed my life. And what I want this podcast to do is I want it to change yours for the better. If you need some help, thenocomfortzone.com. Get on the calendar. I'm ready, man. Ready to talk. What do you got? I'll send you my blueprint. We'll have a quick 20-minute conversation. I'll give you some really great things that are going to help you specifically with what you have going on and send you on your way. But we'll always be connected. If you have a copy of the blueprint, we're on the same page. We're in the same tribe. We're connected. I know it can help you. Do yourself a favor. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, today's the day I'm getting out of my comfort zone and I'm going to live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.